Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is the Wednesday episode and today it is going to be a Consumer Crafts haul. So I've been ordering a lot from Consumer Crafts lately, but they've been running some really good sales. Last week I guess I ordered some yarn from them and then they turned around and had a 25% off sale that ran for just a short amount of time. So I did a little more shopping. So let me show you what I got. I bought a ton of Lily's Sugar and Cream. Theirs is cheaper than any place else I've found. Their normal price on this is $1.57 a skein. And the sale they were running, I got it for like 93 cents a skein at the time. So anyway, this one, I have two skeins of, this is black. I'm planning on Christmas presents at this point. I'm going to make some hot pads for my mom, and my mom's kitchen is black and white, which kind of has a funny story because they moved into the house 24 years ago. My mom wanted a black and white kitchen because at that time she was into black and white cows, so there was like a cow theme. She still has a little bit of a cow theme going on in her kitchen. But she has these black and white stripes, like a wallpaper, up above her cabinets where there's like a little, I guess they call it a bulwark. I'm not sure what the real name is of it. I'll put it down here. There is a specific name for it above the kitchen cabinet. Sometimes it's open space, but my mom's has like filled in wall. So she asked me to put wallpaper up there. Now, this was 24 years ago. It's still up there. It has not fallen down, which is a good thing, but it's striped. Now, I was very, very careful with the stripes to level. I used to level all the way across the room because I didn't want the stripes to slant. When we first were married and moved into our first house, which was brand new, it was a little townhouse, I just assumed new house has straight walls. And my husband went off to work, and then he had a college class after work. So I decided it would be a wonderful time with two toddlers to wallpaper the bathroom with striped wallpaper, and I just assumed the walls were straight. And they were in some parts of the bathroom, but by the time you got behind the shower, the lines started doing this and leaning a little bit. So my husband came home from his college class. It was like 11 o'clock at night. He jumps in the shower and I'm sitting outside the door just waiting anxiously to hear what he thinks of the wallpapering job that I've done. And so he finally comes out and I said, "What do you think? What do you think? Do you like it?" And he's like, "It made me feel like I was a little seasick and I felt like I had to stand at a tilt." So I was very shy about doing wallpaper with stripes for a very long time, until my mom wanted this black and white stripes for her kitchen. And so at that point, I had at least learned and used a level to make sure every single one of those stripes was straight, because who wants to stand like crooked in the kitchen or feel seasick? Now that I've gotten totally off track from what I was talking about, we'll get back onto the yarn thing. So anyway, two skeins of yarn in black for my mom's kitchen. And then a while back, I bought some navy blue and some yellow for my kitchen, but my daughter-in-law's kitchen is also the same color. So I have plenty of that yarn left over, so she'll be getting some pot holders as well. But if you've been following me for the last couple weeks, you'll know my daughter's house caught fire and they had a major, major fire. I mean, they're pretty much taking the house down to the studs. So they're going to be rebuilding her entire kitchen, and so she lost everything, like all of her dishcloths, all of her pot holders, everything. I mean, the pots, pans, the dish, everything's gone. So anyway, I had asked her, so, well, what color are you going to redo your kitchen in? And it was originally done in kind of a powdery colored blue. And so she says, I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the blue, or maybe I might go with green. So guess what Katrina found? I found some yarn. Again, Lily's Sugar and Cream. And you can't see it real well, but it has different colors of green. There's kind of a blue green, and this is kind of a light sagey green. And then there's this really pretty blue right here, and this is the color she originally had on her house. And then there's kind of a pistachio green in here. So, and it has little flecks of white in it too. So I thought, well, that'll be perfect with whichever color she decides on. And I bought not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5, 6 skeins. So I figure between 6 skeins I can get quite a few dishcloths and quite a few pot holders. The pot holders I make, I hold 2 of these together to get a bulkier weight yarn because this is a worsted weight. So by holding them together, I can get about 2 pot holders per 2 skeins on average is about what I'm getting. So she'll get a couple of pot holders and a bunch of dishcloths. She has 7 children, her and her husband, so they go through a lot of dishes, so I'm sure that those will be things that she can use. So I bought that. And then I have a cart, and I showed it on the podcast before. It's very similar to the cart that IKEA sells. It's a 3-tiered cart. I bought it from Consumer Crafts because it's cheaper. And then when they were running this 20% off sale, it normally runs, I think it's $29.95. I got it for $23 something. I think it was like $23.95 by the time I bought it. So I bought it not for me this time. My husband has been watching my cart and how much I use it, and so he decided that, yes, it would be handy for him too. So let me show you the cart. Now, I tried to get it in matching color to match mine since we keep them in the living room, but they were sold out of the silver-colored one. They call it silver. It's more of a gray, but the one I got from my husband is a matte black, so it's not shiny. It's a powder, like a powdered black. So because they had some pretty colors, but I don't think he would go in for the pink or the rose gold one. He wanted the manly looking colors. So anyway, we went with a black one for him. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you how I have it all set up. So here's the cart. It rolls around, and it does have locks on 2 of the wheels, so you can lock the wheels so that it does not roll. And then it has 3 like baskets. And then this top basket is what I prop my computer onto. It won't fit like this direction. It would sit down inside. But this direction, you can see it. It fits. This direction, you can see it fits perfect across. And you can roll it around. And the shelves are pretty deep. Let me move this out of the way so you can see. They're kind of a wire mesh, but I mean, they're solid. But you can see through them. And they're about 3 to 3.5 inches deep. And I believe, I'll put the dimensions up, but I'm guessing that width-wise here, they're 9 or 10 inches. And this direction, they're probably around, I would say between 14 and 15, I don't know, 13, maybe 13 to 15 this way. Like I said, I'll put the dimensions up of how big these, each of these baskets are. It's very easy to assemble. You don't need any tools. They give you a little wrench because it screws together. The only thing you actually need the wrench for is to tighten the coasters or casters on the bottom, the rollers. You just need the little wrench to tighten up the bolts there so they don't untwist themselves. So anyway, that is the cart that I got for my husband. I have no idea what he's going to put on it, but he seems to collect a lot of stuff around his chair. So I'm hoping some of it will come to live in here. The other thing I bought from Consumer Crafts was a notebook, which is my planner. I'm going to set this up as my planner for next year. I am a planner girl. I use it. I'm not into the stickers and the scrapbooking and all that kind of stuff, but I do like to make lists. And I like the idea of being able to cross off lists and feel like I've accomplished something for the day. So I liked this color. So I got this one. It's kind of a deep teal type of color. It's showing up pretty close. So anyway, I'm going to set this up as my planner for the year. It is 5 inches by 8¼ inches, and there are, how many pages? I'll put how many pages are in this. And I already have 2 of these. When I do my YouTube channel, I actually write my notes here. And you can see them. There's my notes. They are unlined. So I use it constantly for putting notes in for each week. Other stuff I've bought, because they do sell a lot of journal type of things and drawing pads. So if you're into art and stuff, they also sell a lot of art and sketch pads. I think that's technically what this is supposed to be because it is unlined. But I just use it for my notes. But I bought a pack of these a while back. There was 3 to a pack because I like to have a notepad with me in my pocketbook just to write down stuff. Oh, this one's cool. I didn't notice this. Most of the one I had was lined, but this one actually is graph. Well, isn't that cool? I didn't realize that. I just assumed all 3 of them were the same. I'll have to check out the 3rd one, see what it is. But yeah, this is graph paper. That's fun because I like to do drawings. Okay, I'll be playing with that. So anyway, that is Consumer Crafts. If you're interested in anything, you can click the link down below, and that will take you right over to that site. Happy shopping!